The intense coverage of the disappearance and murder of Gabby Petito led critics to accuse the media of missing white woman syndrome. They pointed out that disappearances and murders of Native American women are largely ignored by national media. Statistics say cases of missing and murdered Indigenous women number in the hundreds, if not the thousands, across the country. Wisconsin has some of those cases, including the 1986 killing of Ray Elaine Turtelot on the Menominee Reservation.
I just grew up knowing that what happened to my mom.
Elise Arce was only 2 months old when her 18-year-old mother disappeared. Authorities found her remains 6 months later.
Friday will be 35 years that my mom has been missing, October 15th.
Elise now works on behalf of her mom and other Indigenous women whose cases have fallen through the cracks between jurisdictions and agencies.
I just don't want another family going through the pain and what we have been going through my whole life.
Law enforcement reopened Ray Elaine's case in 2019, but Elise told me there don't seem to be many leads, only rumors. If someone is convicted of your mother's murder, what would that mean to you?
Honestly, it would, I kind of had some peace with all this. And I'm just thinking that this probably will never get solved, but it would be awesome for my grandparents to have this closure for them.
Wisconsin has a missing and murdered Indigenous women task force. It's been meeting all year, and we're talking now with another task force member, Kristen Welch. So, Kristen, we really appreciate your time, and I'm hoping that you can help us understand just how widespread this problem is of missing and murdered Indigenous women in Wisconsin.
Yeah, well, it's an issue that's well over 500 years old. So we have 500 years of trying to address this problem. And it's definitely not just a tribal area issue. We find it in urban issues, rural areas. It's really a national, international, and global issue.
And I understand that part of the problem is that you don't know all of the statistics with this.
Correct. We do not have enough accurate data or Indigenous-led data that can really help us determine the numbers, why it's happening, the root causes, and where those gaps in the systems are failing our relatives.
And I know that you say you don't fully understand why it's happening, but do you have any kind of clue, just being a part of this community, what could be going on?
Yeah, I think Indigenous people definitely have a unfortunate understanding of why it's happening. And a lot of it is systemic. There was a lot of attacks on tribal sovereignty that made it really difficult for tribal nations to protect Indigenous women, girls, and Two-Spirit. Jurisdiction is the issue, jurisdictional confusion, lack of data, lack of media coverage. It all just really adds up to the bigger problem.
And when you talk about media coverage, obviously the Gabby Petito case is getting a lot of attention. What did you think when you first started hearing about that?
Well, I think first of all, she's another victim. So our hearts definitely went out to her family. We understand what that pain feels like to have someone go missing or murdered. But it definitely shows the disparities in coverage for BIPOC girls and Two-Spirit when they go missing and murdered. We really have to be the ones to engage the media, to make a big deal about it, to create some awareness. And very rarely do we get that national coverage.
And what would you say is the overall goal of the task force? At the end of the day, what do you want to see accomplished in terms of whether that's solving these cases, bringing awareness, figuring out why it's happening? What's the goal?
I think it's a combination of all of those. We really want to end the violence in the first place. We want to end the human trafficking. We want to end the silence of it all. So it's not this issue that just Indigenous people know about. So we want to create some barriers to preventing that violence in the first place. We want to create improved responses for when we do go missing and murdered. So again, we can prevent a missing case from becoming a murdered case. And we definitely have a lot of cold cases out there that our families have been waiting for healing and justice for a long time. So we want to make sure that they have the resources they need to get those cases solved and can get some justice.
With this task force, because you're someone who's been involved long before the task force came along, with this task force, do you have hope for change?
It is. It's a glimmer of hope. I mean, I think we're always cautious about it because it doesn't happen quick enough, and there always seems to be some systems barriers that slow it down, slow any movement down. But somebody picked it up. You know, somebody said, we're going to do something about this. So we're really thankful to Attorney General Josh Kaul and Wisconsin DOJ for stepping up to the plate. And it does create an opening for the what if. You know, if we can present some solutions, we can save some lives.
Yeah. Kristen Welch, we're certainly wishing you luck in your work. Thank you.
Thank you.
Coming up, a Republican message for Senator Ron Johnson.